Hey YouTube, it is your girl Chantel back with another video for us to dissect. As y'all see from the title, we are going to be calling out the hypocrisy of the feminist movement.
Feminists, lies.
That's what we do over here. Get triggered if you must, but point out where I lied. Go ahead and hit the like button, y'all, and double check that you are subscribed to the channel. Now, I came across this video on TikTok of this young lady explaining her experience as a liberal woman wanting a conservative man. No, wanting a traditional man. Pardon me. Let's take a listen.
Do you want to know one of the saddest realizations I recently had? Was that as a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. And obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence. And I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker.
I'ma pause it right there because homegirl must hit her head hard on a hard surface. She does not want to be conformed to the expectation of being a traditional homemaker, but she wants a traditional man who is going to pay for her dates. Like, make it make sense.
Come on, man. You know no better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
This is why feminism don't make sense. This is why feminism destroys community. Feminists lie.
Feminists, lies.
Shout out to MTR, but no, on a serious note though, how on the same sentence she can say that she wants a man to play the traditional role, but she does not want to be confined to the traditional role. Y'all see how they do it there? Y'all see how little they care about men? Men should just be puppets who do as I say. Open the door, pay for the bills, be masculine, be traditional, while meanwhile, I can be out here being strong, independent, wash, cook, and clean in this slavery. Being a mom is 1950s. Being submissive.
No.
Because you already know that's their trigger word. But men, you should still conform to traditional roles. You should still be in your traditional roles while we can be out here liberated. It don't be making no sense. And you will think that these educated, strong, independent women can put two and two together and use their common sense. But let us continue.
Childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh my God.
No shit, Sherlock. But let's continue.
So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
You see, this is an example of when nature, no, it can't be even be nature versus nurture. This is an example of when your natural instinct is in direct correlation with societal programming. Society brainwashed this young lady in being a feminist, in being a liberal, in being a strong, independent queen who can do her own, right? Who don't want to wash, cook, and clean or conform to her childbearing roles. But her natural instincts want a man to provide, protect, lead, and teach. Her natural instinct wants a man who is going to be masculine, who is going to pay for the bills, who is going to protect her. So it's turmoil, it's chaos. And they are so unaware, they lack the awareness to see how you cannot be a feminist and have your natural instinct desires at the same time. And they don't realize how much of a disadvantage they put men at who want to be masculine, who want to provide, lead, and teach, but he's going to want something in return. And more than likely, he is going to want a woman who is submissive, who is in the household, who wash, cook, and clean, and who bear his children. Young ladies, hear me and hear me well. I'm not telling you what direction to go into. All I'm encouraging you to do is use your common sense.
Use your common sense.
In every situation, you should be able to put 2 and 2 together. And when you minus 1, it's supposed to be 3. If you want a traditional man, if you desire a traditional man, then you desire tradition, right? You desire a more traditional role. You're just going to have to figure out, okay, what does a traditional man want from me? You desire a traditional type relationship then. All right, let's break it down simple. If you desire a traditional man, you desire a traditional type of relationship, a relationship with gender roles. You cannot be out here talking, calling yourself a liberal woman, but at the same time, you desire a traditional man. Like, it don't be making no sense. Use your common sense, put 2 and 2 together, think things through. Don't just be listening to the feminist movement just because that's what's popular. It will set you up for failure. It will, and it don't even make no sense. If you're going to fail at something, at least fail for a movement that made sense. Right? I mean, it sounds weird when I say it like that, but if you're going to follow a movement, at least follow a movement that made sense at the end of your life. You can look back when you think things through and say, yeah, I'm proud of that movement. But how are you going to follow a movement like this? And when you really think about it, if you desire a traditional man, but you want to call yourself a liberal, the qualities of traditional men align with a more conservative man. It's like mixing oil and water. It just don't go. Find what aligns with you. If you want to be liberal, strong, independent, find a man who is okay with his woman being liberal, strong, independent. That means a 50-50 kind of man. That means a man who gonna flip the coin if a tire needs to be changed, who gonna flip the coin if somebody breaking in. The kind of man who don't want to be in his masculine role. That's what that means. If you want a man in his masculine role who gonna lead, provide, protect, teach, you are going to have to be in your traditional role, in your feminine role. It is not rocket science. It is basic one-on-one math, basic common sense. As I said, you put 2 and 2 together, what you're supposed to get.
2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3, quick maths.
And you're supposed to get that every time. It blows my mind how boo-boo the fool a lot of these feminists act. But they be the loudest. They talk the loudest. And if anybody was to point out basic, like common sense, simple, they say, oh, you're the patriarchy. You say you're trying to dim their light. They say, oh, you're trying to put them down. You're intimidated by them. Where, ma'am, it can't get as simple as that. You can't find a traditional man who is liberal because traditional men tend to be more conservative. Come on. She deserves one of these.
1 week, you know. Come on, man. You know no better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
It is your girl Chantel. I know a lot of the feminists gonna be triggered. A lot of those women who want to, for lack of better words, as she said, eat your cake, have your cake and eat it too. Gonna get triggered, but point out where I lied. Right? At this point, it's supposed to be just basic common sense. You can't have a conversation with people who refuse to use their common sense. But as I say, y'all, make sure you hit the like button and double check that you are still subscribed to the channel. I use my channel to have these uncomfortable conversations that you would think are supposed to be straightforward, but really not. In hopes that y'all don't waste your time, young ladies, you don't waste your time and wait until you have hit the wall before you start prioritizing dating and relationship. Feminism will encourage you to waste your youth. Do not waste your youth. Do not be intentional with your youth. But as I say, y'all, it is your girl Chantel. Get triggered if you must, but
I said what I said.
and point out where I lied. I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Take care.